Okay, guys, welcome back to Traderscale Success Stories. Today we are joined again by George Cucos, who's living in London, and he's in the hot seat again for the fourth episode now. So today we're going to jump a bit deeper into his journey, see where he is at now. Guys, it's always good to have people back on the show. George is happily returning for a fourth episode. One of our most consistent traders, and I believe he's in our top 15. So, without further ado, how are you today, mate?
Not too bad, not too bad. Good to be back.
Good man, good
Yeah,
man.
it's been a rough couple of weeks, but we're still seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Uh, we're still seeing progress, so it's all good. It's all
Good,
good.
good man, good
Yeah.
man. And if you're struggling through if you're sailing through the rough ones and still coming out at the end of the line, then you're probably doing okay, mate. Because a lot of people
I've
just
had it worse. I've
yeah,
had it worse, so
yeah,
it's fine.
yeah, exactly, bro, exactly. So for the viewers who don't know you, George, guys, George is a bit of a legend at Trader Scale. He's creeping into our top 15 now. Like I said, he might even be in the top 10. Tell us a bit about yourself, where you from, and how did you first get introduced to trading?
I'm from Romania. I'm 30 years of age. I've been living in the UK for almost 12 years now.
Hmm.
I've been trading for almost 4 years. I'm gradually shifting to more of a swing trader. Before I used to do scalping, so I gradually went from scalping to day trading. Now a bit of a hybrid, like day trading with swing, and probably I'm gonna go full swing soon enough. As soon as I establish like a very good strategy, I will definitely move to swing because of my daily life and everything that's going on. That would fit me perfectly at the moment. So
Yeah, so guys, if you're watching this, basically everyone that comes on here is basically the ones that are most successful are usually intraday or swing traders. I've just seen this trend, and it's usually the people that are holding trades for longer and then actually, just closing a laptop if it's not a setup, and then just holding it for a few days, holding it for a few hours at least. Not people that are jumping in and out, in and out, in and out of a high volatility pair. So George is a perfect example of that, and he's back for his fourth episode now. So he's one of our most consistent traders. And how much have you been paid out in total with us, George?
about 27K in dollars.
Whew, okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. So, when was for the people that don't know again, where was the defining moment that you knew? Because I know you came in and you had a couple of challenges, you failed a couple, then you hit a couple of thousand payout, and then you failed a couple of times, and then you went back to the drawing board, and then you started whopping it again. So, where was the defining moment there?
After you get a couple of hits, it hurts, and then you kind of like sit back and you're like reflecting on your trading. So I think when I started to keep a journal of my trades and started to see what I've done wrong, and you know, I think that was a defining moment for me. And I think it's very important when you're looking for setups not to be delusional, because like you may look at the chart and they say, "Oh, it's gonna go down," or "Oh, it's gonna go up," but it's no, that is just in your mind. Like you need to have like proper analysis and a good strategy to find setups, and not just because you want to make money and you look at the charts and you become delusional, and then you kind of like make setups in your head.
Yes,
But there's not. So I think it's like a fine line between like being delusional and actually finding the right setup. So I think the defining moment is when I started to make a difference between the two, and when I started to get emotional, like okay, I need to put them away. Like
yeah,
okay, 24 hours or whatever, just stay away from the charts for a while, clear your head, go for a run, do something else, and then come back with fresh mind and and
yeah.
clarity. And I think that was a defining moment for me when I could make the difference when I need to step back.
Yeah. Yeah, brilliant. I love that, George. Definitely going back to the drawing board as well. After you've done so well, then you hit a few losses, you're like, right, okay, is there anything I could refine, maybe change? And being humble about it as well. And also not giving up, guys. George didn't give up. He kept going. And now he has a system that works well with our challenges. And George is absolutely thriving at the moment. So you can check out actually on our success stories page up on our website, and George is right up there. So you can see his journey and his timeline. Did you do a questionnaire with us, George?
I did, yes.
Yes, sick. So you can see exactly how he got from where he was to where he is now, which is like one of our best traders. So, um, did you have any doubts before joining a big prop firm?
I mean, prior to Traderscale, I joined a couple of pro firms, but I didn't really feel comfortable with them. So when I got into the Traderscale, I kind of knew the idea how it is to be with a pro firm and stuff like that, rules. So yeah, but I feel with Traderscale, I feel the most comfortable. I don't really trade with any other pro firms, um, just because I like the rules. The consistency rule is okay compared to other pro firms. Um, yeah, so far I had mostly positive interactions and payouts and everything. It's been so good so far, I would say.
Ah, brilliant, man. Do you use any other prop firms or is it just us at the moment?
At the moment, no. Uh, I used to I used to do some Tiger funding and FTMO before,
Okay. Yeah.
but not at the moment. Currently, no. I just trade with. I have personal account. I have a challenge with you guys, and then I have a funded account with you guys.
Ah, brilliant, man. Awesome. Awesome stuff. So what do you think is the biggest mental challenge you faced whilst trading for your payout? When you're almost there and you're like, you've got a big one coming. What's like is when is the time do you think to go, right, okay, that's enough now. I'm not gonna go for more. Does greed creep into this, or are you quite strong-minded with this?
Yeah, well, we are human beings. We all make mistakes, but we try to improve all the time. I think it's the one that killed me the most. It's probably overconfidence because I think I mentioned to you in one of the episodes. It's one of the early episodes. Um, I had about like 12 days in a row winning streak, and I got
Yeah.
overconfident. And when the loss when a loss hit me, it was horrible. I was like, what is going on? Why is this happening to me? Like I couldn't
Yeah.
take it in. Like why? No, I'm not supposed to lose. Why? I've been doing it so well. So instead of sitting back and like, okay, take it in, I was going into the market more and more because I wanted
Mm.
to recover that. So I think accepting the loss is very, very important, and trying to
Yes.
sit back and look at it. Okay, why it didn't go well? Because of this. Okay, what can I do to improve it in the future? I can do this. So whereas before, oh, I got a loss. Okay, no problem. Let's get back into it. Let's recover it. Let's go back on profit. And that's how like losses started to pile up.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I would,
And then the emotions kind of take over, right? Uh,
yeah,
I
pretty
just
much.
I told you before about my what was it 17 win streak, and then I lost 13 in a row straight after, and that was exactly like that. So like let's talk about how your risk management has improved since then, and how has it evolved since you are progressing?
Well, when it comes to risk management, I'm trying to get at least 2 hours when I'm trading. I'm not using too big of a lots because that would put a lot of pressure on me, and I won't be able to concentrate on other things as well. So I would rather use like smaller lots because that would give me more peace of mind. So I always try to aim 1 to 4 risk reward ratio, preferably.
Yeah,
But yeah, so if I'm doing swing, I would get like 1 to 4 risk reward ratio. Whereas if I'm doing intraday, it'd be either 1-1 or 1-2 or 1-3,
nice.
basically.
Yeah, nice.
So
You got a quite a high
yeah,
win. You'll probably have a higher win ratio with those lower RRs. I like a 1 to 2 personally. If you've got a 50-60% win ratio with that, you're not looking at too many losses in a row, which is nice. You know what I mean? Now and again, you'll have 4 or 5 if, now and again, but not very often, So, you know what? So let's talk about the difference between trading a challenge and trading a funded account. What are your key differences where you do?
there is no key differences. I treat it the same.
You were the same?
Uh,
Okay.
I treat it the same because if you try to pass it fast, you will end up making mistakes and you end up like breaching it.
Preaching fast.
So I think it's very important to treat it as a funded account with the same seriosity, same setups. Don't rush into things like it's the same. It's basically the same because you're gonna get the account and you need to be consistent with your approach.
I got you. Yeah, brilliant. So some people, it's just that I did ask that question because some people go, well, I trade the challenge more aggressively, and then I turn the risk down a little bit on the funded account. But if you do the same, that's absolutely like key as well, I guess. So you don't change your trading at all. You just treat it exactly the same, no modifications, which definitely I think would probably benefit you doing that. So I'm one of those ones that turns down the risk like to a 0.5, not a 1%. But there's lots of different ways of doing it, right? There's not just one way of doing it. So interesting to see that you trade it exactly the same. So was there a one trade or particular trade recently that's changed the game for you? Did you have a big trade win recently?
I think it was on a two-step 400K challenge. It wasn't on a funded account. I remember I saw a rejection on gold and I entered with 8 lots
Oof.
and it returned me about 25K. No, 20K. I know that I passed the step one in one trade, which was insane.
That's it.
So
That's real cool because gold can move fast as well.
with a really like really small stop loss, like 30 40 pips stop loss,
Really?
and it returned me. I how many pips would be that? Um, how many pips would be that?
Gold is different. I don't trade gold. It's like points in it. It's like it's just weird. So I have no idea. If it was like a forex expert, be able to tell you, but I can't work it out to be honest.
It's a bit crazy right now
Was it like what
with
was the
everything that's
RR with
happening in
it?
the world.
What was the RR with it? Was it like 1 to 4, 1 to 5? What was it?
I think it was more.
Really?
It
Oh
was
my God,
yeah,
that's a
it
great one.
was something crazy.
That's
One to
great.
20 or something like that.
Really? Oh God.
Yeah,
I think
something crazy.
the best one I caught before was like a 1 to 13. I was like, oh my goodness, that was sick. It was so literally as soon as the candle closed, I just clicked it and it just went straight up. And I was like, wow, that was good. But then obviously
Man, I
there's
was sweating my everything on that trade, man. It was crazy.
that's
Crazy.
so good.
I wanted to take out after like 10K, but I was like, you know what? I have the checkpoint there. It should come to that area and retest that area. So I was just holding it until the end.
Yeah, good
So
man. He's following your rules, and this is key as well, guys. George is following his rules. He's seen the money there, didn't get scared or was like, oh yeah, I'll take that now. He's like, nope, it's going to come to this area. He's confident. He's following his rules, and this is what happens. So this is key from George here. So let's say you're at 37K now. You're in definitely in our top 15 highest paid traders. Overall consistently, not just talking about one single payout, because we've had a few, hit 20K, 25, even 30K, 40K. So, what's your next big goal now for trading with us? Because you seem to be coming back every month, every 6 weeks, and you're slowly creeping up there. And I think I had you on here about 9 months ago, the first one.
yeah, I would say probably to get the max capital on
The
Traderscale.
max allocation.
Yeah,
Nice, bud.
yeah,
Awesome.
max allocation. Yeah, but I will bide my time because I know sometimes you made those sick offers where you have like unlimited capital.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes we
yeah,
do.
yeah. So I'm gonna wait for those. I'm gonna wait for those because
Sometimes
I'm
we
probably
do
gonna
those.
get another 400K account.
We usually do like a promo once every 6 weeks or something, but it depends. Like it depends how generous we're feeling, right? But we're pretty generous anyway, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, George. Well, while we close this up here, just obviously we've had you on a few times now. We all know your story, and you're like progressing very, very nicely. But last year, you've come on from coming having a 2K payout to now making $37,000 with us. So it's absolutely fantastic stuff. What would you say the one mistake you see beginners make all the time?
I said it before and I will say it again. Don't throw your money away to the market. Don't donate it to the market. First, try to start with the demo account, test out some strategies, do some back testing. Don't go blindly with your money. Just start slowly and don't follow all these gurus on the internet selling you signals and stuff like that. Try to learn it by yourself. I think once you because if you start following people, you will never learn.
Yeah, that's
You will
right.
absolutely never learn. So try to get a base, like a foundation of knowledge in your head, and backtest it, do it yourself. And when you're confident enough, just do it yourself. Don't follow. anybody else.
Absolutely fantastic stuff, George. So that's, ladies and gentlemen, George Cucos, who's in our top 15 highest paid traders. He's now on 37K in payouts, and I'm sure he's going to be back for more. So stay tuned for that. So thank you, George, for returning, and thank you for this
Thanks for having me.
another inspiring conversation with George, who's now a bit of a legend at Traderscale. Like I said, I believe he's in our top 15. So he could even be a little bit more than that. I'm not quite sure. But remember, guys, every trader's journey is unique, but it shows that success is possible with discipline and patience and perseverance. So if you enjoyed this interview, hit like, subscribe, drop a comment of what part of George's journey you've enjoyed so far. Ciao for now. Thank you very much, George. I'm sure I'll see you next time.